Hi, I'm Megan Morris. I'm here today to talk to you about creating inviting conversational seating arrangements. Creating a great conversation area is very important, if not the most important part of designing a beautiful and functional living room. What exactly is a conversational area? It simply means arranging the furniture in a way that best facilitates conversation and flow. Let's talk about what you see when you walk in. As far as resale goes, when you're selling a house, you want that to be a very inviting space. When people walk into your house and they walk into your family room or your living room, you want the seating arrangement to look very inviting. And the best way to do that is to have a minimum amount of space between, let's say, the coffee table and the couches. If it's a big room, you want to make it more conversational. You bring the pieces in a little bit. Sometimes it's pulling them away from the wall. Even if it is, the best way to put it is against the wall, you want to pull it out just a little bit so it's not hitting the wall. That really helps create a more space and make it look a little bit more enticing. All the gorgeous fabrics and furniture in the world will be a waste if they aren't arranged properly. Too often I see the same mistakes repeated in homes that throws off the balance of a room and makes it feel awkward. Fortunately, it's very easy to breathe new life into your living room with some simple tips. One way to get that is to use benches or ottomans. You can move those pieces around very easily. They're great for conversation, and they also look really nice because they don't take up a lot of visual space. You want to try to use the furniture that's about the same size and scale. You don't want to vary it too much between large pieces of furniture and small. Doesn't look as unified. So try to stay within the same amount of furniture, the same scale of furniture within the room. It's also nice if you can use a lot of neutral pieces if you're trying to sell the house, and you can accentuate it with some pops of color in the pillows and the throws, possibly have a floral arrangement or some kind of a setting on the table to give it a little more interest. Do include furniture that can multitask. Stools, benches, and ottomans are great for doubling as extra seating. They can be moved around with ease, and with the addition of a tray, they're even perfect place for drinks or hors d'oeuvres. You can place them in front of a fireplace or under a bench or a window and pull them out whenever you need them. Do consider a chaise, which is a perfect choice for multiple conversation areas. If set on the edge of one area leading to another, it can both define and unify the two spaces. It can also multitask as an extra table for drinks and snacks. Do have chairs around that are easy to move. If you often entertain large groups of people, try including a couple of lighter seating options and another nearby conversation area. You can easily move them around to the main seating arrangement for extra seating when needed. Do use an air rug to pull it all together. A rug will help define the space and create some warmth. So try to think of that when you're thinking your space being conversational and inviting. You want it to make sense, you want it to flow, and you want it to come together. So a rug is a really great way to unify a space and to give it that defining border. And then you don't always have to have the furniture opposite. A lot of times people get a rug and they put the furniture just meeting it. You can have it over the rug a little bit, so there's no rule of thumb. It's just whatever looks best. Sometimes we do it halfway, sometimes it's just a little bit on the rug, but you can also have other pieces of furniture as well. So if you have a large rug, go ahead and have all the furniture within that space. That's fine too. Everybody's different, every piece of furniture is different, and every rug is different, but that is a great way to unify a room. An important thing to remember is that the best seating arrangement does not always have to face the TV. Sometimes this is necessarily a sacrifice because your motive is to sell your house as fast as possible, and arranging the furniture around the TV will not always offer the best flow or inviting atmosphere. It's funny, a lot of times when you walk in a home, you see the same setup. People will put their sofas against the walls and they create the space by the walls defining the space instead of what's the best way to have the room show off its best features. It does not always mean that the seating arrangement should go towards the television. Sometimes it looks best if it goes towards a fireplace or towards a view, possibly of a lake, a golf course, whatever the windows might show. Don't put too much distance between seating. Conversation areas should be spaced so that everyone feels comfortable in their personal space and there's plenty of room to walk around, but not too far apart that anyone feels the need to raise their voice in order to be heard or twist around to see somebody. Don't push furniture up against the walls. Even if you can only spare a few inches, leave some space in between them. This creates warmth and better flow overall. Take a look at the leather chair in the forefront of the room in the picture example. The entire feel of the room is more inviting by simply pulling the chair in a bit of an angle and towards the center of the conversational area. Don't have furniture that vastly varies in height. This will look very awkward if some of your seating is a lot taller than other pieces. Keep them at similar heights. Don't feel limited to cramming all of your furniture into one conversational area. Multiple vignettes are a great way to create a nice flow in a large space. One of the best and most inexpensive ways to give your home a fresh makeover is to rearrange the furniture. It's a great way to get a new look. I hope these tips have helped you. Good luck!